There's nothing that needs to be said. We can pretend we'll sandblast these walls and paint them again. When everything comes to an end, we can pretend we'll sandblast these walls and paint them again. Just what it meant. I don't know much, but I know at last that I'm falling fast and I won't come back. You say that everything's been going wrong, but we've been living our lives how we want. It's a throwaway cliche, but we know there's nothing that needs to be said. We can pretend we'll sandblast these walls and face them again. There's nothing left for us when everything comes to an end. We can pretend we'll sandblast these walls and face them again. Oh. I didn't think that it would be like this, so now I gotta work out what it is I missed. Now all this love is sticks and stones being thrown around homes and breaking bones. What did I do wrong this time? I finally found a fault. There's nothing that needs to be said. We can pretend we'll sandblast these walls and face them again. There's nothing left for us when everything comes to an end. We can pretend we'll sandblast these walls and face them again. Oh. There'll be time for the changes we will make. If we rebuild, we can make it better. I know it's hard for you to take. I give it time, but I don't really care. I'm not the man that I was. I belong to the voice in my head that tells me you are falling away from yourself and from everyone else. There's nothing that needs to be said. We can pretend we'll sandblast these walls and face them again. There's nothing left for us when everything comes to an end. We can pretend we'll sandblast these walls and paint them again. Oh. Can you see it? The worst is over. The monsters in my head are scared of love. Finding people, listen up. It's never too late to change your luck. So don't let them steal your light. Don't let them break your stride. There's light on the other side. You'll see all the raindrops falling. It's a revolution. Make it outside. It's a revolution. It's a rebel. It's a rebel.
And with that last beat going down, welcome everybody here to the EG Platinum League. It's gonna be the one and only connecting esports bot who you live here on twitch.tv, mixer.com, and of course none other than YouTube Live Gaming. We're bringing you the triple stream once again, and today I'm joined by none other than the fellow Mr. Qualox, who has been on stream multiple times for us already, and a newcomer, Tichitot, first time. And what do we got on plan today?
Oh, hello everyone. Looking forward to this. This will be good games. What do you think, Todd?
I think it's going to be interesting. They're going to come up against Cosmic in the next round. Whoever wins this, that's Cosmic definitely a team to watch out for.
Yeah, but let's look at how they're actually standing so far. So, right now, let me just bring it up again.
Yes.
We have Burger Menu against Hideaways. Hideaways Reloaded. So, Burger Menu came second in Group B, and Hideaways Reloaded came third in Group A. Pretty all right seasons. You know, they came second, third respectively, which is why Burger Menu will start a higher seed and have the blue side first pick. Which, as we found out in discussion earlier this week, blue side has around 75% win rate in all games in all seasons in TJ Plat and Diamond. So I think Burger Menu could have an advantage going forward into this game.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, I've played personally against this Hideaways Reloaded, and they are a strong team, so definitely not overlook them.
Definitely not. And if they came third in Group A, then I'm a bit worried if Burger Menu came second, because this could be a very, very tight game. And I've got work tomorrow, so I do not want to involve best of three.
Okay, well with that, boys, we will heading into the virtual draft. Both teams are ready finally, and we will of course experience everything today. We have a lot of interesting things coming away as betting, new polls, and all that good shit, MVP voting for example. But yeah, before we get into that, just a quick shout out to the casters. I don't believe Tichitot is added just yet, but Kolex should be down below in the Twitch chat panels, so you can go to the panels down below for the cast, I mean, and check out his social media and give him some love. If it's his Twitter, send him a good, nice message, and make sure to promote this stream everywhere you can, because it's going to be an interesting series. With that being said, we will be heading into the virtual draft.
Let's go.
Excited.
So there are a few picks, you know, that have been staples for both teams here. So for Hideaways, it's been the Urgot. You know, first part of the season they had a different top laner, but they finished off with this top laner, EXE. What's his name again? Nano. EXE Nano, yeah, and he has EXE Nano played a lot of Urgot, Volibear Shen, but certainly Urgot's been his big pick against ex-Coolman on the top lane, who has played a lot of Shen, a lot of Ornn, but typically plays the more tankier champions. So that's one pick to watch. It also the Graves jungle from Cohen, I believe. Oh no, he doesn't play. Oh, okay. Cohen doesn't play.
Got some switches here.
Oh, and okay, interesting. Well, maybe I'm wrong then, but certainly we've had some good plays from Graves. Sani Sane, I know he did play for a different team and he did look good, so maybe he could be looking out to bring out an Echo maybe. He has played that in the past. So certainly looking up for some pretty nice matchups on the top side of the map.
Definitely going to be a matchup to watch out for here.
Mid laners typically play these scaling AP carries. We've seen a lot of Rise coming out of Burger Menu. Now, Rise has not been that relevant a champion for a while, but clearly something's going well for Burger Menu because they did come second, and they are obviously in playoffs. Looking at the bot lane, similar yet slightly different. Some Caitlyn's been played on both sides as well as Nautilus, but typically Hideaways do look for those more like supportive kind of shieldy champions. You get your Braum and Lulu, whereas on Burger Menu they've got those more engaging champions like Thresh, Nautilus. So certainly bot lane might just be the place where players are going to be made.
Well, expecting in that mid lane from nobody, it looks like he plays a lot of Vel'Koz. It's his most played champion here. So
I wonder if he's good at maths.
Go on.
Yeah, Vel'Koz does require a lot of good math skills.
Well, because the trajectory of his skills, I get it.
Oh wait, we are in draft though. Finally, Urgot banned right away from Burger Menu. They either they've been listening to the stream or something's gone wrong here. Ezreal ban coming out of Hideaways.
Oh, there's the Shen as well.
Xerath and Shen. So there we go. I didn't think Shen would have been a big ban coming through for Hideaways. But maybe they saw the Urgot ban, or because they banned the Urgot, the Shen is probably a good pick. Shen is getting a buff, I believe, next patch, and is a very, very strong champion right now. Very, very difficult to punish in the early game. Kalista coming through as the third ban. Maybe that's the target ban. I'm not too sure, but certainly something that could be watched out for. And Todd?
And there's the Vel'Koz. Definitely respecting the nobody there.
Vel'Koz is a difficult champion to punish. Very long range, can just poke you out constantly, and that late game ultimate will tear through anybody. Be interesting to see what Burger Menu decide to pick first here. The few champions that are deemed as very strong. As you were saying before, Todd, Volibear, although he did receive a nerf in the most recent patch, he's still a relevant champion. And there's the Caitlyn comment. Caitlyn Nautilus, very strong 2v2 lane.
It's going to be interesting to see if they send this Volibear jungle on top as well, as it is viable both lanes.
It is certainly Volibear jungle, not as strong as maybe what it used to be, but top lane is still very, very difficult to deal with in the early game. However, it does fall off a little bit, does lose a lot of damage. However, it's free turret dives with the Volibear, so certainly looking to play around that maybe in the mid game. Burger Menu probably should be looking now to pick up their bot lane here. They know exactly what they're playing against. There's a Senna hover. Really like Senna. Now this could be Senna fasting or Senna feasting. We don't know yet. It all depends on the support pick.
I like that. I've never heard that before. Senna feasting or Senna fasting?
Yeah, so normally Senna will fast because obviously it's very difficult to pick up the souls whenever she's killing the minions, but it does seem to be the Maokai, which does say to me that is a fasting Senna. Although the Maokai again could be flex top lane.
Oh, the Echo
pick.
Oh, they swapped that around.
What are your thoughts on the Echo pick, Todd?
Well, I mean, it's good because it can still be flex. You never know. The Volibear can go top or jungle. The Echo here can go mid or jungle as well. The Senna can still go ADC or support. It's their team at the minute is leaving so much to be guessed.
True. Now, looking at the past, I would say that is an Echo mid for Burger Menu. And Hideaways bringing out the Wukong. Wukong is typically a good matchup into the Volibear, so you could see that Volibear going into the jungle now, given that you do not want to come up against Wukong mid lane.
Now, though, Sani Sane, the jungler for Burger Menu, has recently played Echo. So I wonder if they're going to send a jungle.
Oh, okay, okay.
Maybe they've practiced it, to give themselves this flex pick.
Maybe they have, but we see the Kassadin coming out as the first ban. That's fair. Kassadin's just a stupid champion. Difficult or not that difficult to get through the early game, and then just one shots everyone. And Orianna coming through second ban, really solid pick in the mid lane. Really just trying to narrow down those mid lane picks to try maybe we could see a Corgi Azir game, honestly, and I really don't want to cast that.
I mean, it's a good ban, to be honest. You don't want that Wukong having a ball on him and coming into the fight.
True. Certainly, Hideaways looking for really good team fighting comp here with the really good engage from Nautilus and the Wukong. Probably just need something to supplement that damage going into the later game, because Caitlyn isn't the best carry late game, especially now in the meta. You got Kog'Maw can still be played. There's a Maokai ban coming through. Very smart. Very smart.
They're basically saying if you didn't pick that Maokai in that first rotation, you're not getting that fasting center in the second.
Exactly, and Cassiopeia coming out as the last ban of the game. Very solid bans, Obviously, both teams have done their homework and really want to stop the mid laners really getting any kind of comfort picks for them, and really stop them getting on these scaling champions. Mordekaiser, really solid pick, and that does pretty much guarantee that's a Wukong jungle. Could be Wukong mid, but very unlikely now that he's more of a bruiser rather than assassin since the rework.
It's going to be interesting to see what Burger have in response to this here.
Now, Volibear, I'm not too exactly sure, but I don't think Volibear is great into Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser loves champions that just walk into them. So,
the Tahm Kench.
Senna Tahm Kench was a very older lane. Does still work, especially with so much pick potential coming through from Hideaways. So I think Tahm Kench is interesting. I just don't know if the fasting Senna will work here. I think it might be farming Senna, which means this power spike is going to be a little bit later than what you'd normally want from the Senna.
I mean, yeah, it used to be good. The fasting Senna, Tahm Kench there used to be good, but
it used to be, especially when the soul drop was OP. Honestly, it was ridiculous.
I mean, who knows though? These guys could be, bringing it back.
I mean, I hope not, because that old Senna was annoying as hell. Just didn't have a weak part of the game.
Rise.
And there's the Rise. I don't get it. I do not get it.
Very interesting. So it is going to be the Volibear jungle with the Rise top, Echo mid.
True. It could also be the Rise top into. I would actually say it's probably the Rise top into the Mordekaiser, but it is a flex though. I do like this. They aren't giving Hideaways 100% information to work with, really, apart from the bot lane, which they know is Senna, Tahm Kench. So Hideaways looking to last pick their mid lane here.
Anivia.
Ooh, Anivia.
That's interesting.
I remember on our old team Prodigies, we hated playing against Anivia. That champion is just
that is not one you want to see.
She does not want anything happening in the game. She will just clear waves and run away.
That's going to stop any aggression in that mid lane.
Okay, so drafts are over. Looking at these teams, who do you think wins this game? Just looking at the draft alone.
I mean, looking at the draft alone, it's interesting because if you ask me the first 3 picks, I would have said Burger for sure. But I think if they give Hideaways, if they don't respect Hideaways could walk away with this. They've got that Anivia, which is going to scale. They've got the Mordekaiser, which is going to be a pain. The Wukong, easy ganks right there, and that's such a safe bot lane, but aggressive as well with the Nautilus Caitlyn there.
So then, if you had to bet, what would your bet be? Because we usually have bets coming through. A lot of bets going on blue side here. Remember, chat, that if you type exclamation mark bet space your team and your and the amount, you can bet all. You can bet a minimum of 1,000 connected esports bits. I don't know what they're called, but you can bet as many as you want there. And I'm seeing a lot of blue, but not so much red coming out here. So Todd, if you had to bet, what would it be?
I mean, I have to agree with everyone else at this moment in time. It would have to be blue, but I think that red could quite easily win it as well if they play it right.
Well, looking at this draft now, we see it is the Volibear top into the Mordekaiser.
Oh.
It is the Echo into the Wukong, and it is the Rise into the Anivia.
Oh, that's surprising.
I do like the Rise into the Anivia, although Anivia was picked into it. I think Anivia was a solid pick, given she didn't really know who she was against.
Mhm.
The Rise, but like both champions just want to really wave clear for a bit. Anivia will have a power spike earlier than Rise. Certainly, Rise wants to build the tier and the Rod of Ages before he begins to do any kind of damage. Certainly will take him a while, but the Echo Wukong, you know, two very similar champions who want to get to level 6 and then really start to gank. Volibear Mordekaiser top lane. I mean, if I'm Mordekaiser, I'm pretty happy in this game. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he's just going to want to, sit it out, not let Volibear jump on him. I reckon he's going to play it pretty safe, to be honest. And then late game, they're going to shine. What do you think, though?
Although,
now, seeing their positions and the champions in their positions, what do you think?
Certainly in lane, you know, I'd say that red side have this. You know, the Mordekaiser should do well against the Volibear unless he really messes up. Echo can't really do anything until the same point of Wukong. Rise will lose early into the Anivia, and Senna Tahm Kench will lose or should lose against the Caitlyn Nautilus. However, looking into the late game, the only person really jumping onto that Mordekaiser in team fights is the Volibear. Echo will just be jumping onto the Anivia Caitlyn. No one's really getting onto that Senna, honestly, because of Tahm Kench. And Rise is just going to be pumping out damage all over the place. So certainly when it comes to this late game, you know, I think it's going to be a tough game for Hideaways to win. So Burger Menu, in my opinion, certainly past 25 minutes has this. And looking at how the season went, Burger Menu came second, Hideaways came third. So certainly Burger Menu have the advantage going into this game.
Okay, so just to cut in here real quick, as you guys heard your predictions from the casters, you can also give your prediction in Twitch chat. As you already noticed, the betting has been opened prematurely, but that is not an issue. Better early than sorry. And there we go, we have... wait, that was a different saying. That was better safe than... Whatever, you get my point. But yeah, betting is open. How you can check if you have enough points to bet is do ! Points. And then if you have at least 1,000 connectors, you can bet on today's game number 1 in this quarterfinals. It's the best of 3, so you get 2 more chances if you did miss the first bet, but it's still open right now. And then if you do ! Bet, then blue or red side, whichever you prefer, and then any amount between 10 and 10,000 will be good to go. Or is it 100,000? It's 100,000. So 100k maximum. If you're not careful and you do, for example, bet blue all, you're gonna be broke like me. I wasn't 400k, now I'm 4,000. Happy.
I don't think I've got any, Jason.
Just do ! Points and I can help you, my friend.
How do you check again?
! Points.
800.
Yes.
Oh, you are rolling in the points there.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Now you can bet.
Oh,
Sweet.
there we go. You got 1,000 now.
What did I say? I wanted blue side, didn't I? Yeah,
Yeah.
bet blue all.
You Tichy,
Be
what did you
careful
bet?
now.
Oh my god, 63k?
63k? Wow, Todd, you're really
Yeah, so,
Yeah, if you lose this, so you bet on blue, I'm just gonna bet like a tiny bit on red just to get something if they win.
Currently with 100% on blue side here. Not many people are.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this,
Confident
like
in the red
minimum
side
bet ever, and then if I win, I'm rich, boys. Just letting you know.
Bet 1,000 on red. Wow.
Oh my.
So we're 88% against 13%.
Oh,
The
that is
people are
clever.
saying that blue side wins this. Either Burger Menu have got something up their sleeve, or Burger Menu have the fans. Apparently, like they have told their friends and family, we're playing tonight at www.twitch.tv/Connecting Esports, and their families come out in force.
I mean, how else would you want to spend your Monday evenings?
With
Really?
you, I don't know. I don't know
Oh.
how else I'd like to spend it.
I'll make sure if you guys have
Ciao.
Twitter. Wait, what is abusing your sister? Wait, who? Me? I'm not abusing. Okay. Anyways, if you have any Twitter, Facebook, social media, Qualax, and Twitch, make sure to use that and promote the stream today. It will bring not only you exposure, but also connecting esports. And I think it's an interesting series to look forward. It's only quarterfinals, but that only is very soft only because our quarterfinals are most of the time a lot of fun to watch, especially in Platinum League. And it's season number 5, so these boys have been going at each other for 4 seasons. Maybe not in this specific teams, but there's a lot of familiar faces coming through in this quarterfinals as we get into the loading screen, and maybe Qualax and Tichy can walk you through the beautiful wounds and whatever has been going on for this game when it comes to summoner spells.
So my game just
mine's
right there. Okay, looking through here, nothing out of the ordinary really. Yeah, I mean Senna going grass, people might think, oh, what's going on here? But Senna really only will be hitting the Nautilus. They don't want to be looking for kills in this bot lane on the side of Burger Menu. So certainly, Grasp is good. Rise, Phase Rush, pretty standard. Echo, Dark Harvest, and the Volley Bear looking for that PTA. That the early game kind
he wants
of
that
help.
early aggression there.
Yeah, he does. He wants to go all in the early game. But that Mordekaiser with Conquer, if he doesn't get behind in the early game from that Volibear power, Volibear isn't going to be able to touch him really, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the Anivia too. I mean, you and I both know how hard Anivia is to jump on.
Me, you, and all of the original prodigies know how difficult it is.
It's not nice.
No, Anivia is really going to stall this game out. But I don't really know if Anivia wants to stall this game out. Let's just bring up the objective timers here. Do you know how to do that, Todd? Press I and then click and the menu will come up. It's brilliant.
There we go. We've got it there. Oh, that's
The first Drake is Ocean Drake. Neither really do much for either side, but it's still stats that teams will like.
It's that morale boost though. It's that early morale boost.
Everyone wants that. Everyone wants to get those little boosts. See, both teams seem to be going for standard fan. Although I do think that if you're just looking at the standard fans, okay, I would say the Hideaways win it, because what you should do is you send your jungler mid, so they don't know where the jungler's starting. Although Echo will see the Anivia top side, so he'll know that the Wukong is going to start blue side, or should start blue side anyway.
Ooh. And something that the Echo is actually doing that the Wukong isn't here is Echo is dropping that ward there, backing for the sweeper, whereas the Wukong isn't.
The classic 200 IQ. If you've watched me before casting, this is what you do as a jungler. You walk up, you place that ward as late as possible. You back for the Scryer's Orb, so you get that early red ward plus some vision as well. Really, really good big 200 IQ play coming out of the Echo here, which I like a lot really. Echo starting red buff, kind of standard. Wukong starting blue buff. Both junglers seem to be going for these 5 camp clears, which is probably the most efficient right now, rather than the kind of 1 or 2 camp and then invade or gank, which is pretty standard. It's the best way to do it.
Although the support there of Burger is coming out right there with that Guardian there, helping out the Echo. Whereas Wukong, he's looking a bit less on the health there.
And if you're already taking a small CS lead, really, Wukong should have a slightly faster clear than the Echo. Bot going in already, taking a bad trade on the Tam Kench, doesn't have the E yet, so won't be able to heal up that health. And Nautilus should be looking to continue trying to push this here, knowing that Tam Kench can't heal up.
These are some interesting paths there from both junglers. Oh! Looks like they're gonna. Oh, they almost got it. The Ignite burnt there, though.
I really like the aggression coming through in the Nautilus here. Knowing that Tam Kench can't heal up, Tam Kench is really going to have to take the E second, which means that they can't look for this trade in a level 2 because Tam Kench doesn't have the eat. And maybe going for a trade here, does land the stun and the spike onto Rise, but Rise is looking for more trades, and Rise definitely does get the better of that trade in the mid lane.
Yeah, the Tam Kench did go E. You were right there.
He did need to because he's now get his health back, so he can look for better trades now that he's got healthy again. Both junglers are pathing towards the top side. We'll see a contest over this top side Skull Crab. Wukong and Echo both going up there at the same time. I believe that Echo should lose this, and he is. He is backing off, and if he does roam first because she's pushed in, and Wukong will steal that Skull Crab. I don't know where he's going. Honestly, he should be going to bot side.
Oh, they're going to clash again here.
But both junglers have kind of baited though. Wukong's coming top side. Volibear doesn't have any vision, but he's playing so far back and defensively that Wukong's going to say no. Wukong, however, should have gone towards the bot side Scuttle Crab. Just to get those double neutral objectives, is going in on the Echo's blue side, which
He's wasting a lot of time here.
he's wasting a lot of time. And Nivea also going there, they're really getting little to no information, but this is TJP at the end. This isn't Diamond, so there will be some mistakes. But all three lanes on Hideaways are pushing in now. Certainly, what we'd expected at the beginning, that they would win lane, and we do see that. Tamkench is the one who is farming. I was going to say, pause has come out.
There we go. The classic, classic
Jungle
pause coming out there.
jungle lag.
Oh
It wouldn't be a platinum game without the pauses, would it?
no, that is a very classical thing there to happen. Usually happens at the start though. So how do you think this is going to play out here though? Because we're 4 minutes in now, so we've seen this early game. We've seen how the aggression's going. We've seen where the prio is. What do you think is going to happen next?
I mean, not going to lie. I kept looking at the bot side and was wondering why Senna had one farm. It took me that long to realize that actually Tam Kench was farming.
Oh god, it's all in the small details.
It is. Looking at all these lanes, all three are beginning to push in. Wukong is top side and Echo is bot side. Where do you think these junglers should look to go now?
I mean, well, you have Drake coming up. Drake is coming up. Ocean Drake is that morale boost. However, the first two Drakes aren't as important.
Right.
This Wukong should look to back here, really. He's got nothing else topside here. The Volibear is playing so passive.
Wukong is on Krugs. Echo's still doing Scuttle Crab.
That
It
trade
has
bot
pinged.
lane was nasty.
I don't know if Echo can go down here.
This Nautilus is punishing the Tamkench hard. Oh,
They are in. Echo's coming in. Echo has landed a W. Is stunned. The Caitlyn is stunned, and Echo gets the first blood. And Nautilus here might be in a sticky situation. He doesn't have flash. Although all of Burger Many are weak. Blast Cone isn't up either. Rise is back, so really Nautilus is just wasting time at this point. Does miss the hook, and at this point he's got no mana as well. This is a dead
but
Nautilus.
meanwhile though, the top
And that-
lane, whilst that was going on, the Volibear was fighting that Mordekaiser. There's a bit of a wet noodle there, but then Wukong came to saving the Mordekaiser there.
Fights all over the place. Volibear winning
Yeah.
that trade on top side. Wukong coming up to try to save him. And blue side or Burger Menu take a brilliant trade in bot lane. Echo now with 2 kills and taking Red Smite does win. But on the top lane, the Volibear does kill the Mordekaiser. Takes both flashes down as well. This is not going the way of Hideaways.
Yeah, see, the Mordekaiser should have expected that. The early aggression there from the Volibear.
Ocean Drake does go down to the Burger Menu. Just some nice stats early.
And the Volibear is resetting here. He does have 1.6k gold here.
So what should Volibear be looking to itemize first here? Because typically he will go with the Triforce, but
I think yeah, he went the Balmy Cinder. Balmy
standard
Cinder
health.
is good choice.
Gives him the health, helps him with the wave clear as well.
Oh, that Echo did pick up 2 of the kills there though.
Echo's big. Echo is a big boy at this point. Now, one thing here is that Tam Kench is getting poked out hard. Rise does get caught in the Nivea ult, does get stunned as well. Nivea backs off because she doesn't have much mana. Rise, though, taking an awful trade. can help push that out though, and will look to back after this. Does have TP, and Nivea doesn't, and doesn't have much mana either. But blue buff is up. Hopefully, this isn't solo queue.
Is he going to give it?
Wukong does give the blue buff.
You hope so.
Hope so.
It doesn't
Hope
look
so.
like it though.
No, Wukong seems to
He
want
wants
this
that.
blue buff.
He wants that.
Big CS
It's
difference. Big
He's
CS
saying
difference
to
on
her
the
that
top
he wants
side.
it.
Nah, Wukong takes it. And Scuttle Crab as well. Nautilus there just to give the Scuttle Crab some extra loving. There is a fight in top lane. Volibear does land the shield. They are in Mordekaiser ultimate. Volibear does ult, gets that bonus health. The Mordekaiser is healing up though. Volibear does need to run away. Doesn't have that W reset, but that's a big W though. Can I get this? The shield does. Oh, the shield doesn't land, and that is a big fight in top lane. Both Mordekaiser and Volibear leaving with a slither of health.
See, now take that backup patch. That Volibear takes that. His W did get nerfed hard, so he loses that. He's going in again here.
Rise is coming top, and Rise isn't needed. Volibear gets another solo kill.
Oh, this is not looking good for
this
them
game's
here.
going very well for Volibear and Echo right now. Two people you really didn't want getting these early game kills, because they will carry this game through to the mid and late game for Burger Menu. There is a big trade in bot lane. Nautilus does that on the hook, but Tam Kench does get away from it. Exhaust goes on to the Caitlyn. Exhaust goes in the Tam Kench as well to slow him down. Caitlyn flash, Tam Kench flash. Isn't able to go any further, but meanwhile Senna is getting 1v1'd by the Nautilus. Does have to back off, but Caitlyn's back for more. Nautilus should die here, and Tam Kench gets the kill. 1-0-2 Cam Tench. Whew.
That is nasty. Bergman, you're winning this early game for me right now.
Oh, massively. They got a 1.5k gold lead. Senna is on 33 stacks right now. Now, as we said before, Todd. Oh, never mind. There's another fight in top lane. Echo is there as well. Tam doesn't have any flash. Echo could land a big out there, and Echo's 3 kills. Does clear it out. There's another fight in mid lane. Rise is looking for a trade. Is beginning to win this trade out. Nivea is not fighting back. Both champions have tier, and Echo is looking to get some plates down on the top lane.
It's not looking too good for Hideaways here.
Hideaways are getting run all over the map, fighting in every single lane, and every single lane is losing. Tam Kent does ult along with the Senna, but Anivia playing really well around her ultimate and the walls. Really trapping people down quite well. And it's although every other lane's on fire, she is doing well and keeping an even CS lead. Tam Kench is caught out though, but is it Tam Kench caught out or is it Hideaways? Wukong does ult, Senna ult as well, flashes, doesn't kill the Rise. Wukong is very close to dying. Tam Kench does miss the tongue lash, and 1 HP, oh my word. Tam Kench couldn't snipe him, but Echo's here as well. Echo's here to turn fight. Nautilus does land a hook and kills the Rise, but Nautilus will die for that. On the top side, Volibear is trading with the Mordekaiser, 0-3-0 Mordekaiser. Barely even scratches the Volibear. Give me a break here, Todd.
This is insane. This is fight after fight, and they're looking for another fight though.
Echo looking for a dive, but I just think that's the zone off the Anivia. The Mountain Drake is spawning now.
The Rift popped mid though. They're looking to take this tier 1 turret here.
Looking for a very early Drake. First turret. Echo didn't ult.
Wukong picking up that 700 gold shot down there though.
If something is going to get Hideaways back into this game, killing Echo is. And that kill on Echo has pretty much secured the Mountain Drake for Hideaways. Now it does look that Burger Many are looking to contest it.
No, they're just going to go ahead and give this one up. Senna almost got it though.
Senna did, but no, because the Echo was dead, he did dive too deep, and they did lose the Drake. Oh yes.
Oh, it's an infernal.
You know what that means? It's an infernal Drake. Or infernal soul. Brilliant. Now, what we need to point out is that whilst all that was happening in the mid lane and top lane, Caitlyn was getting farm in bot lane. And Caitlyn will have an earlier power spike than Senna.
The Mordekaiser though also has that CS lead though over the Volibear still in top lane despite being in them 3 deaths.
But here's the question though: is that because Volibear has just messed up his farm, or has he maybe messed up his back timings instead?
I mean, you tell me.
If we want to look at tell me about the vision here, Todd. Where's the vision and why is it important where it is?
I mean, when you have all of blue sides, they have 3 pinks on. Well, they did have 3 pinks there, but they had it all up by Rift Herald here. And Rift is the next thing to come up before the Drake. Rift is so important, so they're going to be wanting to fight for that Rift here. Red side has no vision up near Rift Herald. Theirs is all down by Drake. It's still a bit delayed there.
Yeah, all down by Drake. I think Hideaways are looking for a party bush already at 13 minutes. I don't think that's what you want to do. Wukong Nautilus does seem to be coming down here, but they don't really expect the Echo to be there as well. But they call it off. They had enough. They don't want to fight that. But Senna is going on to the Caitlyn, does land a stun, does just get a good trade-off. Senna already doing massive damage, but the Nautilus re-engages onto the Nautilus, or onto the Tam Kench, but Tam Kench is too tanky. Echo is bot lane though, waiting in the alcove. I love these alcove plays here. Now, he isn't spotted in the wards yet, but no one has a pink ward or a... Oh, no, they are going in. Wukong is there. Echo does land on a trap and doesn't get onto the Caitlyn. Wukong doesn't have any more ultimate. Nautilus is tanking up so much. Tam Kench is so weak. Same with the Senna. Echo does land a huge ultimate. Exhaust coming through there and kills the Wukong. Caitlyn almost dead, and the Nautilus is dead as well. Oh my word, that was a big fight. And whilst all that, Caitlyn died.
This fight in the mid lane now as well.
Getting
Fight
to
in the
rest,
mid
man.
lane. Rise and Nivea just constantly going to blues.
I mean, it has to be said though, that Nautilus is playing well so far.
1-4 doesn't...
It doesn't say, but if you watch
top
him,
lane.
yeah, it's more guys are really not respecting that Volibear here.
Burgerman, if you watch this back, or if you're watching right now, although you shouldn't be, I apologize for saying that Mordekaiser should win the lane against Volibear. I apologize.
Rift Herald is coming up in 20 seconds though. And we can see blue side does have all the vision there.
Blue side does. They should be looking to contest this, especially with such a huge lead. Echo has gone to the Dark Seal. Same with Rise. But both people are just saying, I'm better than you. We're going to kill you. I'm not going to die.
Oh, 6-1 Echo though. That is something to be scared of.
That's the kind of dream I have as a jungler.
Nightmares. Nightmares if
Love
you're on the
that.
opposing side.
Love it, love it. Now Senna is going for this Glacial Augment build. Oh, I was going to say, is Echo giving Senna the blue buff? Now, Burgermany have no vision on the Wukong, so certainly it's risky to start this up, but maybe they're just confident enough in saying that that they're going to take it. Meanwhile, Tam Kench is just zoning off in the bot lane while Senna Echo take the Drake, or not the Drake, the Herald.
Oh, that was a nice Edo there from the Mordekaiser there to get the Volibear to say, no, I've had enough. I don't want any more. I've had 4 deaths here. I don't want another one.
So Tam Kench is walking up. TP coming down from the Rise. Tam Kench, oh, big stun on the Caitlyn, and Caitlyn just dies. Rise is doing some big damage already.
This is nasty. This just feels like bullying right now.
This is difficult. Is there any way that or Hideaways really bring this game back into their own hands? Because at 16 minutes they have a 4.5k deficit. They're 10 kills down, and they've lost a turret, and about to lose their mid turret as well here.
I mean, the people that you didn't want to get ahead are ahead.
There's a fight. Nautilus trying to stun the Tam Kench, but Nautilus isn't tanky enough at all, and Nautilus just dies. That's Rise and Tam Kench killing the Nautilus at 16 minutes. That shouldn't be happening this fast. And they're just going to transfer this into Drake. So,
I mean,
You see, fighting topside. Volibear does land the E, does get that shield. Another W will kill the Mordekaiser. The ultimate does stop the turret hitting, only for a short period of time. Flash comes out, and Volibear just makes that look too easy. Wukong is top though. Wukong is looking to fight. With the Bami Cinder or Sunfire Cape, Mordekaiser will draw aggro with the turrets. Wukong does want away though. I don't know why. Senna ult does come out, just say no, see you later, and both champions just walk away with what they got, which was nothing.
It's constant fights.
Echo's top lane does land the CC on the Wukong. Wukong flashes away, but Echo will just kill him though. And Echo with another kill. Tam Kench does get knocked up by the Mordekaiser ultimate. Senna is slowed, does have Ignite, does get stunned by the Nautilus, but is healing up slowly, stunned by the Nautilus is stunned. And Senna gets away, and the Volibear is going to kill her. Meanwhile, Anivia has stunned up the Echo. Anivia should run away from this safely, but Caitlyn is slowed with the Tam Kench, does get eaten, and will die here as well. And that's 3 kills.
Really do not want to
go in a burger menu.
Really do not want that.
This is looking bad.
Yeah, I mean, the Nivea still on 0 deaths though.
Fair, yeah. I'd say the one shining light here coming from Hideaways is Anivia. Is it enough though for Hideaways to bring this game back though?
Not in my opinion here. I think my connectors are pretty safe here. I think Jason has lost his 1,000 connectors.
Oh, unlucky Jason. And Jedlam and Jason really put it best in the chat here. F. I think that's fair. Look at that. Nautilus just dying. CC Central. And Nautilus is about to die here. If Echo can land the CC, no, he decides against it to dive. There's Insidious in the chat with the Anivia. Oh. Nautilus does die. Rise just melts through people already.
And the Tom Kench there saving his Rise.
Now there's another fight coming at top lane. Volibear does take a worse trade because of the turret shots, or maybe at this point here Mordekaiser actually does damage. So I think both sides are just looking to kind of like farm up a little bit here. I really like the aggression coming out of Burger Menu, really just not letting anything come through.
They're definitely pushing their lead here.
Oh, definitely. Drake is up in 2 minutes, you know, there's still some time. Mordekaiser ult does go down, the Volibear E does land, but Anivia is here. Echo's there as well. Mordekaiser doesn't know that and will jump in again. Volibear does die, but Echo is here. Mordekaiser is healing up a lot. Echo doesn't have ultimate though, does he? Oh, it's almost up, Oh, he just missed it. And Anivia gets the kill.
2 shutdowns there coming in.
I mean, that will help you. That will help you come back into this game. And bot side tier 2 turret going down to the Senna, Tam Kench, and Rise though.
Look how important though them early Rift Heralds are there. Burgerman, you did get both of them, and you know Hideaways their towers are gone. They're nowhere to be seen.
There's one outer turret remaining that is on top side of the map, which is really quite surprising
Yeah.
given how much has actually like happened on the top side in a 1v1 here.
Nautilus regaining vision back in that bot side of his jungle.
So if we look at items here, Todd, okay, let's chat about mainly Burger Menu items, okay?
Mhm.
It's
Well,
just
I mean-
ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to say we could chat about Hideaways items, but there seems to be a lack of them. Yeah.
Drake is up in a minute. Echo does take the red buff, which is fair. I think a 9/2/2 Echo deserves red buff.
See, now, would you say that the Sunfire Cape is worth finishing for that Volibear? Would you say he should have looked into getting the Trinity?
I think it's fine because Mordekaiser at that point wasn't doing any damage for you, whereas Wukong still could. So you just finish it off, and then you can go into the Spectral Cape set next because
Looks like he
There's-
is going
there's
the
no
Spirit
need.
side, yeah.
he is going Spirit's Visit. It's just classic Volibear. Probably looking to go for Righteous Glory next if he does, if they make it there. But let's be honest, if he gets a Righteous Glory, I would say that it's a mistake from Burger Menu for letting the game go on this long. Burger Menu just looking to get this third Drake here, the second Infernal Drake. will be getting a plus 8% AD and AP ratio, which is very, very scary on the Echo.
I mean, this is going to give them huge pressure as well, because they're going to have to, Hideaways now are going to have to say, no, you're not having the Baron, or no, you're not having that Soul.
Well, right now, it just looks that Burgerman, you're saying, we're just going to take Baron instead.
Tom
Kent
Kent
does look for an ultimate. Double stun will land, and Nivea will get out of there pretty easily. Very little follow up. Rise does go in. Wukong just gets melted though for no damage in return.
Oh, this is.
I really like this Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench has been massive this game. Really, really aggressive, rather than being the kind of the one to
The savior.
the savior. He's actually being the one aggressive, and I really like that coming up from him. Got 2 items. Got the Sunfire Cape and the Abyssal Mask. That's scary. Right. That's scary. You don't kill that Tahm Kench at this point.
There's a CS deficits there in the mid lane. You know,
CS
Bergman,
deficits
you having
all
that.
over.
Yeah, true, but they're not where you would think they would be.
No, not at all.
You know, top lane of Hideaways, you know, has the CS lead. The
So-
ADC has it over that fasting Tahm Kench.
Mm-hmm.
But jungle and mid, both of them on burger menu, are in the CS lead.
So the game's come to a bit of a lull here now. So where should Burgerman you be looking to force, or what should they be looking to do in order to close this game out?
You can have a bit of a rest now. I mean, they could look to take that Baron. They do have vision on it. However, then though, the risk of it is that Hideaways could steal it and could possibly come back.
True,
Is it worth
true.
the risk?
So what should they look to do?
I would
instead
say,
then?
I mean, it's 20 kills to 4 here. Look at the item deficit. They should just group as 5 here and just end it. They're just playing with their food at this point.
Rise and Tahm Kench have started the Baron, and Hideaways have no idea this is going on. Mordekaiser's shown in bot lane, Wukong showing top, and Caitlyn's backing. It looks like this is going to be uncontested and going over to Burger Menu.
I mean, both top laners do have TP here, though. Nope, uncontested. Nautilus got vision a bit too late.
Rise ult is coming through, same with Tahm Kench ult as well. Wow. Rise,
Wow.
oh my word, the damage on the Nivea.
That is
Nivea's
horrible.
just going to go down.
As you say, though,
Wukong
that
is
Tahm
back.
Kench is aggressive.
Wukong, very aggressive. Ezreal just constantly looking for fights here. And the Senna, how many stacks did you have? 96 stacks, almost 100. Echo looking to be aggressive, who almost lands a stun. Mordekaiser ultimate does go on to these Rise, but Mordekaiser is just probably going to die. Does Zonius? I mean, while Senna does kill, or Rise kills Mordekaiser, Wukong is pretty much down. Echo kills the Wukong, and it is just the Caitlyn and the Nautilus left alive to defend against 5 of Burger Menu, and it just looks like that Burger Menu is going to win.
Yeah, they're going for this.
Rise does flash forward, and Echo lands it, jumps in to steal the kill as well on the Caitlyn, and that's just rubbing salt in the wound. They're looking to dive onto the Nautilus. Echo dies. Are they actually going to die here?
Oh, there you go. Game 1 does
Almost die.
You know, Echo did die there, you know, giving himself the vast majority of his team's deaths, which is quite embarrassing if I do say so.
How dare he? Man, that was a bit of a stomp, honestly.
Yeah, fights everywhere. There was no time to breathe in that one.
Not at all. That was constant. Like that. Looking at the damage graph as well, like, Echo didn't do as much damage as what we had expected. The Rise, though, again, I apologize. The Rise was apparently a good pick. Like 17k damage that
That
game.
is huge.
And Nivea did a lot of damage. Had some really good trades with the Rise in the early game. Caitlyn doing damage surprisingly as well, more than the Senna anyway. Senna doesn't really get a chance to scale up there.
Yeah.
But the Tahm Kench damage though.
I think
Tom
that
Kench.
Nivea was definitely holding on there for any slight chance of hope that they would have to winning there.
Nivea was their one strong point, and certainly I think if Hideaways are going to come back game 2, they do need to play through that mid lane a lot better.
Who would you say that made Burger Menu win that game though? Who would you say had the biggest impact?
I don't know, honestly. Echo had some very good plays. There's a lot of really good individual plays overall, but just for simply getting through the bot lane early or game phase, I would say that Tam Kench there's my MVP. And what we can do,
Well,
a
we
new
can-
poll we
yeah,
have after
exactly.
games. The poll is open according to Streamlabs. You can vote for your MVP of the game.
Yeah, just use the exclamation mark, vote, and then a space, and then either top_blue or top_red, or like whatever role you think has been the MVP of this game. You can vote for literally every member in this game. Give it a try. If it doesn't work, read again what Streamlabs will post. It posted every 10 lines of chat, or every 15 lines. So yeah, just have a look at that. Give me your opinion, Twitch chat, because we are interested in who do you think that was the carry of this game. If it was Sunny, who was... Is it Sonny? Yeah, Sonny, who has been praised in Twitch chat a lot of times during the game, or even the time Kenshi has been praised by the casters, in my opinion, doing a really good job on that bottom lane. And yeah, as you guys can see, the damage has been very, very much high coming out here from the Rise, as well as the Volibear, who has been constantly trading in the top lane. But Aniva did held very fine on her own in the mid lane. In the end, the team did not succeed. So that leaves us with Burger Menu 1, and of course, Hideaways Reloaded 0. And we shall be heading into game number 2 after a very short break, and I will be letting you know who has won our MVP poll as soon as it is being closed. So until then, get some snacks, get a cold fresh drink if you're in a hot country right now, because it's really hot over here. My fan is doing overtime, and in the meantime, Qualax and Tichitot, you can have also a short break. We'll be back in exactly 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere unless you're gonna get snacks.
Jason muted himself.
And there we go. Welcome back, everybody, here live on Connecting Esports, twitch.tv/Connecting Esports, as well as Mixer and YouTube Gaming. We are now live here on stream for you to bring you game number 2 between Burger Menu and Hideaways Reloaded after this insane performance of Burger Menu, just basically toying with their food in game number 1. Now we are hoping to see Hideaways Reloaded fight back now that they have begun to play on the blue side. We'll be going into the draft very shortly, but before that, Colax and Tichitot will give you a short breakdown of game number 1, while we also have a quick look at the MVP. So if you look at the completion now in Twitch chat, you should be seeing that in 41.67% of the votes, the support from the blue side, meaning that Tom Kenj was the one voted as MVP. So congratulations for that guy.
Yeah, congratulations. I mean, I think that there were a few. Echo could have been MVP. Certainly, Volibear for winning the solo lane. But the Tom Kent was just, man, he was just playing so well, eating up so much pressure that the Nautilus is putting out. And Nautilus, to be fair, I said that NFA was a soul shining light, but Nautilus played pretty well to punish the Tom Kent early game.
No, I have to say, in lane, that Nautilus was not letting that center and Tom Kench have any freedom. He was punishing them at every moment he could have. He just couldn't run away with it. His team was too far behind. The Volibear stomped top lane pretty hard. The mid lane was pretty stable though.
Yeah, a lot of trading in mid lane. No real killing.
I mean, it paid off in the late game.
It did.
If you want
It did.
late game.
So going into this game, what can we see that's going to be different in the draft?
I mean, in the draft, I think one thing that they really struggled here with Hideaways, I think they struggled with vision. They had no vision. Their vision was in the wrong place when the objectives were coming up, so I hope that they're looking to get something, like a pick that can maybe allow them to do that. Like, maybe the support pushes up with his jungle to get them deep walls to see where the enemy jungle is going here. I definitely want to see them going for them Rift Scholars. The Scuttlers and the Rift Herald here. They need to be looking for the objectives here. They can't let Burger Menu do that again.
So, and what about bans? Are we going to see this Tom Kent ban coming through? Should they, or do you think that Hideaways might have a pick to deal with that coming up?
See, I think they should ban it. I think Tom Kench is such like a pocket pick here that if they haven't practiced against it, they're not going to know how to deal with it.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that to you. I'll send it in chat again. Sorry. Relax, my bad. There you go. The spectator link is in the chat, and we're gonna get our teams ready to draft. The virtual draft is coming up, boys. Don't go anywhere. I hope you got yourself some drinks and snacks because game number 2 is on their way pretty shortly.
So the Tom Kent should be banned?
Yes, I 100% think so. I think Hideaway should stick with that Velcors ban. I think they should add in that Tom Kench ban. Maybe leave up that Ezreal and Shen, but 100%. But get rid of that Velcors and that Tom.
Okay. What I'm worried about though is if that Shen's being left up, that Shen is difficult to deal with. So if Burger Menu are looking to pick up Shen, Hideaways better have a counter for that.
I mean, for sure they need an answer to it. Maybe they just keep the Shen ban, get rid of the Ezreal one.
Now, the Urgot is a very good counter into the Shen. However, Urgot's not getting through.
No, they're not letting that get through.
Was there anything coming through for Hideaways there that maybe Burger Menu might look to ban?
I mean, the Hideaways might look to ban. I mean, they're gonna ban the Urgot, right? Although they're gonna ban. No, we already spoke about Hideaways bans.
Oh no.
Hideaways ban the Shen Velcors.
Oh, sorry, Burger Menu, you mean?
Well, I mean, Burger Menu, they're going to ban that Urgot. We can see that Recticide has been playing a lot of Cogmore as well.
Okay. I believe the draft is about to be ready, so I'm just going to quickly hop in and check for you guys. Seems like one of the guys has been readied up. Okay, teams should be ready in a second. So yeah, virtual draft coming right your way, boys, lads, and Twitch chat viewers. Thank you, everybody. Appreciating so much that all you guys have turned up in our stream today. 33 average viewing is very, very fascinating, and I love also the activity in Twitch chat. Keep it up, even if you're spamming the burger menu fans. We don't mind as long as you're here to cheer. We are here to entertain.
I'm feeling though. I think they might even look at banning out that Rise. That Rise was strong.
Rise was strong, and again, I apologize. Rise is apparently a good pick.
If you could play him.
If you can, a big if. I'm just glad we aren't seeing any Corki Azir. I say that I'm just jinxing myself. I know it's going to happen, but I just really hope for no Corki Azir.
I think Burger may look to respect the Anivia though here, as Anivia was really one of the only strong points about Hideaways in that game. She played it pretty pretty good there.
Ezreal ban coming through though, standard. There's the Urgot, of course.
It's gonna be interesting to see what they do ban here. If they have followed what we've said here, or if they're completely ignoring it.
We'll see if they're stream sniping or not.
I hope not. That is some dirty tactics right there.
Although they're assuming then that we know more than them.
Yeah, which is definitely true, right?
Speak for yourself.
The same band's coming through there though from Hideaways. It's gonna have the same first two there for Burger as well.
Yeah.
Let's see if are they gonna ban the
was the last ban.
Kalista or Anivia? I mean,
I don't really get the Kalista ban. I don't know if there's a Volibear. Yeah, that's fair enough. They don't want to give Hideaways that first pick. So what do Hideaways pick first here? Do they go for that Nautilus first pick? Because it worked last time pretty well. Just Tahm Kench was better.
I mean, the Nautilus was getting... Yeah, but then the Tahm Kench is still open, though. They didn't ban it away.
True, but they've got another 40 seconds to pick here. It's just taking their time.
Taking their time, thinking of all the possibilities here.
Just trying to think what's a good first pick. Quite a few big champions. Cassie would be a first.
Yeah.
That was banned first game, second rotation.
They're saying that they won that this game.
Okay, Hideaway's putting a lot of early kind of pressure with that Casio. Like that Casio can be flexed, it can be top, it can be mid, and it can be ADC.
I'm just trying to work out here who actually plays that Cassiopeia on the side of Hideaways.
I closed my sheet, so I don't know. Senna and Nautilus coming up. It's fair enough, yeah. I don't really get the Senna Nautilus lane. I don't think it's great, honestly, because Senna. Yeah, I don't really put a lot of eggs into the basket of feasting Senna, but each of their own. Burger menu clearly is something.
You were proven wrong last game on that Rise.
It's true, that's true. Well, because I haven't seen Rise in so long, whereas I see a lot of Senna in my solo queue games.
It does look like Regards has played the Cassiopeia, and he's the only real place I can see this going here.
Okay, so that Cassio's probably going to go mid then. Bard, yes.
Oh god,
brilliant. I want to see what they're going to pair with the Bard though.
It's definitely going to be interesting here. I mean, I'm wondering if
Jinx. Whew. Okay.
Jinx Bard.
I mean, Jinx isn't the worst laner, but she does scale very well.
The Bard there is going to want to keep that early aggression going on there. Whereas Jinx, going to want to sit back, just let Bard do all of that hard work. Bard's going to want that Jinx to push. Let's just hope that they don't over push though, and die for it, because that Nautilus and Senna will be looking to punish that Jinx if she does overstep there.
True. Hideaways, they're looking at the aggression of Burger Menu, and they're matching it with Bard.
I mean, the Zed pick there, Zed into Cassiopeia.
Zed into Cassiopeia. Now, I'm chat are going to say I'm trolling. However, this could be a Zed jungle. Riot did go through a small period where they wanted everyone to be jungle, and Zed does have jungle buffs.
No, I have to say you are trolling there.
Could be.
There is surely no way they're going to bring it out in such, high stakes.
I want Zed jungle.
But let's hope they don't get too confident though.
I mean, it's probably Zed made. Let's be honest. It's 100% definitely Zed made. But
But I mean that Zed into Cassiopeia though, surely that's Cassiopeia is on the winning side of that. I mean, as long as she gets past that early game.
as long as she does. However, we'll be interesting to see what Burger pair with the Zed to try to stop that Cassio from scaling. Because right now, the scaling it is on Hideaway's side with the Jinx Cassio.
I mean, look at that though. Hideaway saying no, that Echo. I do not want that again.
Don't want the Echo. They're having
That Echo.
PTSD. They're having nightmares about the Echo.
That Echo
It's
was
just all over.
reckoned with.
Poppy.
Poppy.
Ooh. Okay. I don't know if that's that Poppy ban is a specific ban towards someone in Burger Menu. Do pick up the Karthus jungle, so we can't confirm that is not a Zed jungle, unfortunately.
I mean, I think that's a pretty good choice there from Burger. I would love to check out your Zed jungle sometimes though.
I've played it once. Not very good. Not very good at all.
I mean, it seems like that's how all your solo queue games go, huh?
Classic, Always bad. Ooh. Okay, I haven't seen a Vi jungle in a competitive game in a while. This will be interesting.
It's not a bad pick though.
It's not. Vi can go really aggressive on that Karthus.
Or even Pill for that Jinx there at the back. If the Zed jumps onto her, that Vi can ulti straight away.
It's true, and especially does stop this. They haven't really got much background dive on Hideaways, so getting onto that Senna is going to be very useful with the point and click ultimate.
Man, I can tell Insidious is going to be in chat moaning at this Zed, telling him what to do straight away, as it is one of his pocket picks here.
And that will be a set top to round it out. Really solid pick, I think. If anyone's going to be blind pick into a into the top lane, it's going to be the set, and plays into the Renekton.
See though, you say it's a good blind pick there, but the Renekton was open.
No, it is true. Now, Burger Menu, we did see last game, the top lane did go heavily in the favour of Burger Menu as the Volibear into the Mordekaiser. And now this game here, Burger Menu have another good matchup.
Yep, they've definitely picked up the counter there.
So,
I mean, I'm not too sure though. Showing your mid laner that early was a good idea. Unless he's very confident on that Cassiopeia here.
He could be. So looking at these drafts, so where are these junglers looking to maybe play around the early, mid, late game? Who wins lanes, and ultimately who's winning this game?
I mean, I'm definitely going to be looking for some early aggression here from Vi here. To punish that Karthus' slow clear. Karthus is really going to want to get to 6 before he ganks there. I mean, he could look pre-6, but his power spike's really going to come out of that when he gets his R, his 1 kill button.
The outplay button.
Oh, is that what it is? The outplay button?
Yeah, a few champions have it. Syndra has it.
Oh.
Vigar has it, and so does Karthus.
Oh, damn. I mean, overall, I think Burger have got a really good draft here. They have the early aggression there from the Zed. If that Zed can pull away early, it's going to be nasty for that Cassiopeia.
True.
I'm not expecting much from that Karthus early, to be honest. The Renekton,
Karthus is the guaranteed AP late game.
Yep, and the Renekton there, I think, is going to... I have to say, he's going to be so aggressive top lane, and that set is going to be crying.
I do like the scaling coming through from both sides. Cassio Jinx, really good scaling. Set's going to be difficult to deal with late game as well. But that Karthus Senna, with Karthus ultimate will burst through the Jinx and the Cassio.
I mean, you have that early aggression there from the Zed and Renekton, but you also have that failsafe of the Karthus and Senna late game.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, if you look on the Hideaways, they also have that failsafe with the Jinx and Cassiopeia and Set late game.
But as if they get there.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Last game, I don't even know how long the game was, but it certainly wasn't a long game.
No, I mean, it's interesting that they have drafted so many scaling comps there. You just better hope that they respect it, because if it's anything like last game, They didn't respect that Volibear PTA top lane.
I think they need to do more than respect. They need to understand where their strong points lie and really force that, because certainly I saw a lot of mistakes coming through even from jungle pathing. Things or advantages weren't being taken when they should have been taken, time being wasted.
Yep.
And I'd really like to see these junglers kind of like do a bit more with their pathing.
Yeah, I'm really hoping to see Speed Bump here come out with that early aggression. I think if the fight comes ahead, Hideaways stand a good chance.
Yeah, they could do. Certainly, they do have to come out here swinging, because last game wasn't close. Let's be honest.
I mean, yeah. I mean, let's put that game behind us. There, Hideaways aren't going to appreciate us going over it over and over again.
Well, they should have played better.
Oh god, people would have said that about Prodigies, in semi-finals too.
Prodigies won semi-finals. What are you on about?
Eh?
Yeah, back in the day when we were in semis.
Oh yeah, back in that day.
Back in the day, yeah, of course.
Back in that day. But it's I'm looking forward to this game. I think there's some really good drafts here.
Certainly interesting drafts. I do want to see what this Renekton can do, because Renekton, will be difficult to deal with if he does get ahead. Same with the Zed. I think certainly a lot of the pressure for Burger Menu came from that top side of the map, winning simply. Now both teams, like, we don't have the Tam Kench, we don't have the Rise, you don't have that like massive roaming potential from Burger Menu, but you still have two global ultimates with the Senna and the Karthus. Whereas Hideaways, on the other hand, barred semi-global, not really though, and that's about it. Jinx Rocket, maybe if she lands some, but honestly, I like the globals coming through. Obviously, they were Hideaways struggled to deal with them last game, and two more coming out is going to be another difficult one to deal with.
I mean, but then again, though, both top laners haven't really played their champions much this season. Renekton only really having from Coolman there. He's only really played it 10 games this season with a 50% win rate.
Oh, in ranked? I thought you were going to say
that is only
in the league. I was going to say that's a lot of games, Todd.
I'd be very surprised if someone let him get through that one. There would be a problem then. But you never know. I mean, this guy is a Shen 1 trick, so he could have played against his fair share of sets. Knows the weakness of that champion.
Yeah, but could do. I mean, this is TJ Platinum. A lot of mistakes could happen, but these players, they are at a decent level of league.
True.
Certainly, you got mid plat to low diamond here, so I'd like to think these players know what their champion matchups are like. If not, then this will be interesting.
You like to hope. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what the Karthus can do here. He is the diamond player of their team.
So, do you think that this is a game that takes us to a third game, or do you think this is going to be a swift 2-0 for Burger Menu? Like, just come in, win 2 games, go home, like simple as that.
I mean, I have to say that I haven't lost all respect for Hideaways here. I do think if they concentrate and they pull it out of the bag, they can win it. But I think that Burger have a good, strong comp here. A fail-safe there with the Karthus. I think Burger are going to 2-0 this, honestly.
So you're going for a 2-0 red side. Now, I'm going to put you on the spot. Time. Give me the time.
I'm going to say, precisely, I'm going to say 32 minutes.
32 minutes? I was going to say 30 minutes.
Oh, well, we're going to see who wins here then.
Jason, can we see the
Yes.
can we see the stats in Twitch chat for bets?
For bets, I can tell you that the stats are right now 33% onto the blue side and 66% onto the red side. So definitely Twitch favors the red side right now.
Thank you. Oh no, that is surprising, because there's a little bit more coming for Hideaways here. So
Well,
a little
now
bit more...
71% in favor of red side.
Oh, 71%. Okay, brilliant. So a little bit less support now coming through for Hideaway.
I'm not sure I want to chuck my points now.
Well, if I'd always take this, there's going to be some big wins coming through for blue side votes.
I mean, what are you
Looking,
saying?
oh, I said red side. I'm fully happy the burger menu are going to take this.
75%.
75-25. Okay.
Damn,
Again,
how much do you
even
chase?
less. 82k points potentially. Wow. Okay, Frank.
No, I don't.
Good luck.
Frank, do not trust Streamlabs bots. He's telling lies. He's just trying to get you into betting. I have tested this multiple times with multiple people. Streamlabs is telling you you're gonna be rich. You're like, oh, okay, let's go for another bet. Look at me. I was at the top of the leaderboard. You wanna see the leaderboard now? Let's look at this. Alex is at 500k. Imagine where those 500k come from. Those are all
Poor
my
guy.
points.
Oh, yeah.
And right now I am a broke guy.
Jason, you've just taken this guy from Cloud 9 to
Can I-
Cloud 0.
I don't even type anymore. That's how upset I am. But yeah, we
Oh.
have been getting into the game, so best of luck to both of teams. It's game number 2 between Hideaways Reloaded and Burger Menu, with Burger Menu leading this best of 3 quarterfinals in the TG Platinum League here live on twitch.tv/connecting esports. Have fun and enjoy the show.
Okay, we're just
Perfect.
loading up here. Okay, people have come in now. Leavin is a super van of Origin, apparently. Lots
I mean-
of teams in the LEC, so he can be a fan of them. Now, looking at the runes, summoner spells, Todd, give me an oversight here. What's going on?
The Karthus there with the Dark Harvest. He's definitely looking to secure that late game there with that. The Zed, as expected, goes that electrocute. You know, he wants to push that early lead. The power that Zed has early. And if he gets ahead early, he is going to destroy. Pretty standard bot lane again. You see that grasp center, the aftershock, Nautilus. Conqueror top there for Renekton. He's looking to duel this set. Set goes Conqueror as well. The Hail of Blades on the Vi. That is pretty standard as well. The Phase Rush. Everything seems standard so far. I'm not too sure about the Guardian on Bard. Maybe you can tell me a bit more about that one.
It's just standard on board, honestly. Guardian's quite a good rune right now. It's certainly better on board than Aftershock, because you're not going to proc the Aftershock, and you're not going to look for Grasp on board because there's no real point in it. So unless you go like proper solo queue board with like Electrocute or something, Guardian's just simply the best.
Stone as well, don't they?
Yeah, they do, yeah, but it's not really that useful, you know. Like it's Bard, you know. You just want, like, you're not looking for like complete damage really. You just want to like kind of help your laner get it or stay relevant in lane phase.
I mean, again, though, the Vi not choosing to back for the sweeper.
No, it's just
Karthus is.
certainly does. Yes, both junglers. I said it last game. We're looking to do that 5. The 5 can't clear. You know, it's just the most efficient right now. Both paths move top side though, so maybe looking to fight top side early. And I don't know who takes that. Vi, Set, or Renekton, Karthus.
I would have to say, I think the Vi set can take that one top lane. I think definitely the Zed mid lane is gonna look to push his own aggression there. I don't think he's really gonna need much help. Bot lane, I'm hoping that Nautilus is gonna be pressured. I'm hoping that he's gonna, you know, punish the Jinx if she steps forward here.
That is a fasting Senate as well then. Nautilus is farming.
Oh, I mean that's I would have said it should have been the other way around, right?
That's what that would have been my thought, but Burger.
I mean, who knows?
We're the ones casting. Burger Men, you're playing, so clearly they know something that we don't.
I mean, who knows? We're not in their brain there.
That's true.
It's going to be interesting to see, though, what the junglers do here for their pathing. They are both just doing their standard clears here. It's going to be pretty good to see if the Karthus will go top to help that Renekton early.
Karthus does have a stupidly good clear, by the way.
I mean,
almost up.
Yeah, I mean, I hope to see that there's going to be a fight top lane here. I
doubt it. Karthus is relatively low. Vi full health, almost full health, full mana.
Yeah.
I think Karthus just takes the Krugs and backs off. Yeah.
I mean, Vi's looking to take the skull here. She is getting that vision top lane, which is nice to see here. You know, we want to see them get that early vision.
Yeah, certainly. If Seth can get a relatively free lane phase against a Renekton, you know, it provides a lot for him. Renekton does have almost double CS right now, so, you know, is using that early pressure quite well himself.
Oh, the Vi is going top.
Reaction has wasted his E. Does have to flash away. It's a big early flash there.
That is good. That's what I like to see there from that Vi coming top lane.
Yeah,
I
like
didn't expect
that's
she did
good.
leverage that.
No respect coming out in the Renekton.
Nope.
Oh, there's a fight in top lane. Nautilus does land a hook on Jinx and stuns. Senna's stun also lands, but a brilliant stun from Bar just stops that completely.
Yeah, that Bard stun coming in pretty clutch there. Stopping all aggression that the Nautilus wanted to put out at all.
Vi is pathing towards mid lane now. Zed has pushed up quite heavily, does ignite, doesn't have flash, but Cassio does barrier, and Zed is going to struggle to go out of this. Cassio does die, Vi does go on to the Zed, but Karthus was waiting for the Vi all along, and Vi doesn't have flash. What does she do to get out of this? Because the Zed does die, and it's a little bit, but Karthus does.
Yeah.
To kill the
See,
Vi in return.
It was as planned there with the Zed pushing his early aggression, managed to pop the Cassiopeia barrier there. Karthus waiting nicely to collect that kill. I think the Zed entered a tiny bit there, to be honest. I don't think he needed to go in for that kill. Should have just let his Karthus pick that up.
Got greedy, but on the other hand, Karthus now has 2 kills. And the sooner this Karthus gets going, the better it is for
That is really not what you want to see.
for Burger King now. Burger King, sorry, there are other fast food. There are other fast food outlets available, but Burger Menu is playing League, not Burger King.
The Vi
Seth does look for a trade, but the Renekton just trades back. He's away, and he's all well and good. Renekton does have the health
out bot
advantage up here. Bot lane fighting. Senna does flash away. The Vi is there, but Senna's stun does land, and he's just gonna walk away from that. Flash down for the Senna, so Vi should be looking to force down here a little bit now. But bot lane does have the pressure, so Vi could be looking for the streak. Doesn't know where Karthus is though. Very little vision on the Karthus, so just going to back off from that.
I mean, I'm actually pretty surprised to see that Senna had to even burn Flash there, as they did have a ward in the Tribush, and I believe they did see that Vi.
Just not respecting it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the name of the game. It's Platinum. That's my excuse for everything. It's just Platinum.
Both of them ding 6 mid lane here.
Standard Karthus just going to keep farming. Karthus does have does have the minion lead and does have the kill lead over the Vi, but the Vi has taken some lane XP, and lane XP is so good compared to jungle XP.
I mean, Karthus is just going to be looking to farm here up until 6, which he does just get, so he now has that win condition button here. They're looking to take Drake here, actually, which is... That ward is going to see the Nautilus and Senna if they do move up here, but it is cleared. It's dead. They do know now.
Well played. They know that bot lane is backed. They don't know about Vi, but Vi's top lane, so certainly they won't be able to. Shouldn't be able to contest this. Zed isn't moving down though, unfortunately. Nautilus does land a huge max range hook onto the Cassio. Cassio flashes away, and the Infernal Drake is taken. Big trade on top side. Just wet noodles hitting wet noodles at this point. Neither champion really has anything. Renekton does the Vamp Scepter, and Seth just has Ninja Tabi, so it's just going to be wet noodle against wet noodle for now.
Welcome to top lane. The Karthus does have no mana though. He's not really going to be looking to do anything.
Bard is chasing. Bard's just looking to take a Scuttle Crab. I think it's fine to give up. Karthus, you're ahead. Like, don't worry about the Scuttle Crab.
He does have 900 gold. Oh, he looks like he's going for his blue buff, which he doesn't have to give over to his mid laner here, so he's going to be looking very positively at that.
If I'm a Karthus jungle, I do not want to give away any blue buffs whatsoever. Renekton taking a semi-bad trade. Seth does have the level advantage and has used the W, so Renekton could maybe look to trade. This does still have ultimate though, but we'll just give up. He's got the minion wave coming in, he's fine.
Yeah, I mean, Renekton does look like he's struggling there though. I'm hoping that Karthus does go and save him a tiny bit to release some pressure. Maybe look for that Rift Herald. That Rift Herald has immense pressure in the game. You definitely want to be getting both of them, pushing it down mid, opening up the map.
Now Jinx has hit 6. Jinx the rocket could be huge if Jinx can land some nice snipes across the map. You know, it could be. It could really turn things into a good way for Hideaways. But that's a big if. You know, it's going to be difficult to land those. Fine, I'll give away her blue buff. She says no, I want that. And Cassio's going to be a manaless snake.
I mean, Vi is looking to take that Herald here, but she is sitting on 1.3k gold, whereas Karthus did just get her back and has a 600 gold lead on him already.
Karthus is nearby as well, but he's just not going to force it anyway.
Yeah,
He stays his mid lane is backing, so he's just not going to walk up. He's walking up though. He's going to see Vi. Now, I'm pretty sure Vi wins this. Karthus does have the level advantage and does have smite.
And the Renekton did push down.
But Karthus is about to die. Vi ultimate. Karthus should with Senna ult and Karthus does die. However, still will do damage. Renekton is about to die. The set doesn't kill. Set does die. Karthus ult doesn't kill anyone, but that Karthus Q does. And Zed's going in on the Cassio. Cassio does burn the ult and the barrier, but it looks like Zed probably just run her down and look to kill her here. Zed did flash on the spot, I think. Weird, but Zed does kill her. Zed with double buffs as well.
See, I definitely think there that the Cassiopeia missed her window there. She had ulti up that whole time there. Quite easily when the Zed ulti's on 2, she could have just ultied behind her, stunned him straight away, rooted. That Zed's going to be in a sticky situation there.
Nautilus is just BMing at this point. It's just taunting. Nautilus does land a hook onto the Bard. Senna stun does land on the Bard, and Nautilus is still going to go in, but the Senna is there to follow up. So it's just bad trades going on Nautilus here, but Senna will heal him up though, so it's no big deal.
Yeah, and again, Levin is looking really solid in this bot lane here. His Tom Kench is Nautilus. He's definitely a very aggressive support here.
He definitely is, and he's keeping up with farm as well.
Oh yeah, we have to remember he is getting all the farm.
He is. Let's see. Set does look for a trade on the top side. Renekton is trading back, does AOA, and at this point here, the Set is already winning these trades, which isn't good for the Renekton. Karthus is top, does wall, does slow the Set. Karthus is doing huge damage already. Oh my word.
Yeah.
That was 1 Q and Set has to flash away.
See, that's what I'm liking to see there. You know, the Karthus recognizes the Renekton is possibly struggling and comes up to help him out there, relieve some pressure, make sure that the Renekton gets some farm.
Zed just looking for some poke on the Cassio. Doesn't have ult yet, so doesn't want to fully go in.
Yeah, again,
Cassio missing her Q there. That was bad.
We do have Dragon coming up though. It is a Earth one here.
Mountain Drake, yeah. I mean, doesn't really benefit much on either team, honestly. You know, no one's like a straight tank really, apart from the Nautilus. But he's support, so isn't going to be the tankiest person because he has to build support items. I mean, Set again going for a trade. Very early W coming through for the Renekton. Cassio getting a good trade on this Zed though. Zed does have ult now, so could be looking for a kill. Cassio doesn't have her ult, so got a big advantage coming through for the Zed here for a trade.
I mean, they know the Zed's going to engage here, so Vi should be looking to help out the Cassiopeia here. But Drake is up here.
Vi is mid, and Nautilus is looking to come. The Herald has been set down as well. Top lane trading as well. What's this happening? Renekton has the ult. Set ults as well. Set W. Renekton does get out of it, and this could look like a bad trade for the Set. And Renekton does get a solo kill on the Set.
See, that was a waste of a Rift Herald, though. That was a waste of Rift Herald. I can see where Vi was thinking, though. She was thinking, I'll drop it mid. That way we can maybe get the pressure onto Drake. But it didn't turn out that way.
No, and now, whilst all this is happening, Renekton is just getting some free XP and free gold top lane, and Vi can't really do much about it. Bard does try to ult the Drake, does land it on the Nautilus. Vi has jumped in, but she's going to have to jump out
and
again.
Back out again.
But Jig steals the Drake!
Oh my god, okay.
W!
That was insane.
Karthus' team is, they've had enough. They're already pinging in. This is solo queue. Jinx is looking for a fight bot side. Ult on the Senna. Nautilus, or heal coming up for the Senna as well. Nautilus is stunned up, basically dead. Bard does jump in the back line. Big ult coming through, does kill the Vi. That's trade. And Karthus is down here as well. They could look to keep fighting here. Senna and Karthus are pretty much full health. Karthus is backing away though, so I think they're just going to give up the turret.
Senna should be looking to back away as well.
Whilst all this is happening, Zed's just getting free gold in the mid lane.
See, they had a good answer there with the Drake still there, but now it seems like they're falling apart. Not too sure why 3 of them are bought there, letting Zed get that 3 tower plates mid. He is just farming up that money, saying, "I'll happily take this."
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the gold difference here, 1.9k in favor of the Karthus in the jungle. Zed has got a 800 gold lead in the mid lane. Now the Jinx does have a gold lead over the Senna, but that's expected because Senna isn't farming.
Yeah, no, I mean, Burger are definitely taking this away at the minute. They're playing very well. However, though, Hideaways did have a good response there to that dragon moving down there. I mean, I just hope they can keep it up.
They needed that. They really did, because you know this this Karthus is going to keep getting stronger, and like although it's only one small Drake, Renekton does go into trade though. Does use W really early, and Seth just gets the shield and do the damage back to him. So I don't really like how Renekton's trading with him, which is why he probably only has 1 kill into the set, even though he counterpicked it into him.
I mean that. Oh,
Nautilus does land a one of those classic Nautilus hooks. Takes nothing from Jinx. Meanwhile, on top lane, Renekton does go in. Seth doesn't have flash. Renekton does have flash, but he shouldn't need it though. He'll just kill the Seth himself. Yeah, Karthus gets a kill in the end. It's a 6-kill Karthus. Bard ult does land on the Nautilus in bot lane. Vi does go in, but Nautilus should get out of that fine. Jinx ult won't kill the Nautilus, and that seems to be first blood, turret blood, going in the way of Burger Menu.
I mean, very nice play there from the Nautilus and getting out of that. But he is overstaying here. They are coming behind him and looking to kill him.
But whilst they're doing this, Burger Menu is just taking the Rift Herald.
Yep.
And Bard gets the kill. That's not what you want.
The Bard now has got both of them 3 kills there in the bot lane. You should be looking to give them over to the Jinx there.
You really don't want Bard getting those kills. Bard is not going to be the one that carries you this game.
I mean, Jinx is going to be their saving grace, but they're not really giving
Zed is looking to be caught out here by the Vi and the Bard, but the Karthus and Senna are here, and right now I don't want to deal with that Karthus.
I mean, again though, Hideaways aren't getting that vision. The Rift, they had barely any vision. I mean, they had the Skull there to give them vision, but they're not respecting the objectives enough here.
Not at all. And, you know, it's going to be difficult here, I think, for Hideaways to come back into this right now, because all the gold is not on the carries, whereas that Karthus with 6 kills is just going to be doing so much damage. You see that damage on the set. He hasn't even built MR yet. He's going for the Bladed Ruin King first. You know, it's not going to be for a while that Hideaways actually build MR for this Karthus.
I mean, the Karthus did just back with 1.4k gold there.
Ooh.
Picks up a needlessly large rod with that. That is some extra damage there. He does have his ulti up now as well.
Has got the Medjais, has got the completed jungle item, and looks to be going for a Rabadon's 3rd item already at 17 minutes in this game.
That is not what you want.
This is looking rough. Cassio taking the Seeker's Arm Guard as well, you know, just wants that extra armor against the Zed.
Yeah. Karthus does now have his level 2 ulti as well.
Ooh.
He's going to be looking to do roughly about 600 damage with that now.
Now, Drake is up in 40 seconds. No real vision around the Drake. There's some deep vision. There's some deep vision in Burger Medi's jungle that Zed's going to take out. But no TP up for the set or Cassio. Cassio is going to be out of position. Senna decides to back anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's really surprising to see here with 35 seconds or 30 seconds now on the Drake with no vision even prepared around that dragon.
Jinx is doing damage to Karthus now. Nautilus ult or hook nearly lands. Just some heading back and forth going on here. Senna is coming down. She does have Glacial Augment. Will be really good for this fight.
Really want this dragon here as well.
And as many of these Cloud Drakes as Karthus can get, he'll be happy. So that 30% potential cooldown on ult will be huge.
Hideaways really don't want to give this over without a fight.
Not at all. Not at all. Renekton Set aren't there yet. Renekton will have the move over Set. Set has to kind of go around the back. So Set isn't there yet fully.
The Zed is separated here.
Zed is separated. I don't know where Zed's going. Zed does have to shadow out of that. Bard ultimate Bard ultimate trying to go for the Z, but he does flash. Meanwhile, Nautilus ult does land on the Casio. Hook lands as well. Set does ult into the team fight. And this is going very, very well for Hideaways. Everyone is melting. Karthus ult is going. Will kill the says in the back line. What is happening?
Yep,
Oh,
and
my word.
it was looking nice for Hideaways there. Vi played that very nicely there with locking down that Karthus. However, as we know, when Karthus is dead, he's not truly dead. He's there dealing more damage. You don't want to be stood on top of him.
And what looked to be a really good fight coming through for Hideaways ended up being a horrendous fight. 3 people staying up. So many low health bars at the time, but the Karthus, just that AoE damage coming through, and the ultimate just wrecking everyone on Hideaways.
They do have that Rift Herald still there on the Renekton bot lane. They're going to take down this tier 1.
That was on the Karthus.
Oh, it's not
What?
gone. It's gone. Whoa. Okay.
What?
Did you see that? Oh.
Oh, no. Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
So Karthus ran out of time and had to send it topside. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Herald's only above in 25 seconds, so just send the Herald. Send the other Herald. Actually, never mind. It's Drake or Baron anyway. Never mind. I'm talking crap.
I mean, for me, there the the Herald there was on the Renekton's trinket slot.
Wait,
Which is
what?
kind of weird, yeah.
No, it was on Karthus.
For me, it was on Renekton. That,
Rito,
I mean, clearly.
Rito, fix your client, Rito.
I mean, that Baron is definitely what they want to be turning their vision to now, and they want to be looking for that. Cassiopeia is clearing that Rift Herald top lane, saying, no, you're not touching my tower. But once again, I mean, Burger have that deep vision there. They're going to look to clear through this vision with Hideaways not even contesting their vision, saying, just take it.
They can't fight at all. We've got a 5k gold deficit. They know exactly where everyone is. They know that Renekton has shown there in the bot side, knows the sets there as well. You know, I don't think that Hideaways really want to look for a fight at this point. They need to wait for that Jinx to get a 3rd item. Now she is at 2 items. You know, 2 item Jinx is good, 3 items even better. But I'm looking at the items here on all of Hideaways, and I was just thinking, where do they win?
Yeah, I mean, where is their gold going?
Yeah, like no, that
Oh,
was a bad engage from the Vi. Zed does ult as well, but he just decides, he gets exhausted, backs out, has enough, and that's Vi down. And all these burger men you're pinging for the Baron, they're saying that we can do this. Renekton set just trading in the bot lane, and I think Renekton wins these trades now because he's almost got that completed Black Cleaver. Now,
Cassiopeia doesn't want to give it away though without a fight. Jinx is moving up there with the Bard as well.
not at all. Now, Zed is on the backline. He is ready to kind of move around in the flank. Cassio is by herself. Nautilus certainly can look for a hook. Lands the hook, and with the ultimate landing as well, that is it over. And Bard ultimate not really doing much as well. In the bot lane, however, Renekton set are fighting. Renekton's used ultimate, both ultimates used, and Karthus just looking to clear that out. Renekton does get the kill. Back to mid lane, another Nautilus hook lands, but says no, I'm not having any more of it, and decides to back off. Everyone is so weak on the side of Hideaways.
See, I'm not too sure if you saw that there. But the Bard heal did save the Jinx, and the Jinx flashed to dodge the center ulti there to save her life there.
A lot being used just defensively in all these fights. And I have to give it to Burger Menu. Burger Menu are seeing the advantage they have, and they're just pushing it. They're not giving Hideaways anything in this game.
Yeah, I mean, nobody here in the mid lane really did push his early aggression there, and Regards not answering it at all. He could easily be answering it. If that Zed wants to come into the backline and meet the Jinx there, that Cassiopeia needs to be on him, ulting him and locking him down straight away for his team to collapse on.
Exactly. But that's not happening. That does go in the Nautilus, but that is not the person you want to go for. Senna is paying for the Drakes. Drakes are up in a minute. Karthus will really want this. An extra 10%.
10 seconds now.
An extra 10% cooldown on the ult as well. It's currently at 20% or 10% cooldown. Could be 20. Baron is up as well, so you know, with Cassio Jinx, Hideaways could look to do it pretty fast. But
I mean, Crowdlock's just look at this. Look at the CS deficits here. I mean, you have that what is that? That's 40 CS difference in top lane towards the Renekton, 70 towards the Karthus, 20 towards the Zed, and I mean 50 towards that Jinx against Nautilus there.
True, but Jinx is maybe looking for a GA second or third item. Is like Todd, is my client bugging out, or does Nautilus have 6 vision score?
No, you are correct. He has 6, and he has opted for that blue ward.
Zedel does kill the Bard and does get out there because of the Bard tunnel, helping him go into the back line. Renekton on the top side is just going to push in this Cassio, and this should be a free Drake on the way of Burger Menu, and Karthus is going to take it. Jinx Rocket doesn't land, and this is a free Drake.
I mean, what is interesting here as well is Burger have 3 sweepers by the looks of things. Zed. Zed's just having too much fun now.
See you later. Zed didn't even need to flash, but just confirmed the kill. That pretty much guarantees that it's going to be a Baron going over the way of the Burger Menu now.
I mean, they are relying on the center there to get most of their vision, but they do have the pink wards. Not sure 3 sweepers is a good idea, but I mean, it's clearly working for them.
Nautilus did flash there to dodge the Baron knockup. Really good. Bardal does land, however, it's a little bit too early. Zed is by himself. Does do a lot of damage to Bard, just gets out of there. Set misses his Facebreaker, but Renekton is on the back line on the Cassio. Cassio is going to die here. Karthus' ultimate does come out. Almost kills the Vi, but doesn't. Does kill the Bard. And Hideaways just run for their lives. Vi is behind the Dragon Pit. Is looking to run away from the Zed, but won't be able to do a thing. That's Vi dead as well. And Jinx Set here had to run away, and this is a confirmed Baron now. I
mean, Burger once again playing with their food here. Really just having too much fun.
They're treating this like solo queue game. Nautilus flashing Baron, it's far too easy. They're just forcing fights left, right, and center, and hard winning every single one.
I mean, credit where credit's due, though. Hideaways have been doing well at some points. They haven't all been bad. But
no, certainly not.
Burger looking to just take away and, push their leads a bit more and tell them that they are the better team.
Exactly. And at this point here in the game, you should be expecting the Set to certainly outscale this Renekton, but Renekton's got a 3-level lead. Jungle has got a 5-level lead in favour of the Karthus. Renekton does look for a trade, and Set just dies.
He's got his level with the ulti now as well. No.
Everyone is looking to come up on the Renekton. Set does die, but Bard dies as well, so this is already a winning trade for Burger Menu. And Cassio's looking to send up, but the Renekton is looking to heal and does die. However, Nautilus, Senna are here. Zed's pushing bot lane, and Karthus is just happily farming on the top side, or back at the base. Oh, we're still fighting though. Senna has died. Cassio is doing a lot of work, and so is Jinx. And that was a huge mistake coming through from the bot side of Burger Menu. They should not have been fighting there, especially with the Cassio ult up.
I mean, Hideaway definitely looking to take any advantage they can get at all, but what is scary is that Karthus with level 3 ulti dealing 2/3 of the health to Bard and Jinx with just 1 R.
Burger Menu could be called out there. Bard ult doesn't land, and they're just going to walk away from this. 2 Barons left on Burger Menu's team. On the Karthus and the Zed, but they aren't the ones who really need to be split pushing. They're the ones who want to just win the team fights, pick off the back line and with the damage, and then just clear up after that. Hideaway's really having to push the 5 though, because at any point the Zed could come out of nowhere and kill anyone.
And like that,
just like we saw there. Bard isn't dying. Karthus ult does come through, almost killing, but does kill the Vi. Bard almost dead, but doesn't die.
That was a nice heal there from the Bard to keep himself from dying there. Punishing that Zed for getting a bit too confident, pushing forward, saying that I can solo kill a support in your own jungle.
Now, is this the moment where Hideaways begin to come back into the game?
I mean, I think if Burger, continue to get a bit too overconfident, I'm not going to put it past Hideaways. They have made some good plays here, but they just need to prioritize correctly.
There is a trade coming in the top lane. Set has found Nautilus, but I don't think you want to kill that to kill the Nautilus. There's no way you do that.
Soul is coming up in a minute now. That is not what you want to be giving them.
Not at all, especially this Karthus. Because this Karthus ultimate is going to be doing insane damage.
I mean, here's just an image for your head. I mean, imagine if they let it get to Elder. Imagine that Karthus ulti then.
Well, at this rate here, it could be. But the thing is, though, Hideaways could win these fights.
Especially if they keep getting that Jinx fed.
Exactly. If Karthus and Zed aren't able to get onto their back line or kill them, then the Jinx Cassio is just going to win the game. Straight out.
I mean, we are seeing that. Look at that 5-level deficit there in favor of Karthus.
That feels bad.
That is pretty horrible.
That feels bad. Renekton is split pushing, does have TP, so does Set, so can look to join the fight. Just pushing in topside, you know. Zed is on the back line, looking to just zone people away.
I mean, Zed looking to come in for the side there. He's looking for that Jinx there.
Jinx Rocket does go in, does land, but doesn't really do anything. Take the magical journey. Zed is just running around, looking to get onto the back line. Bard ulti does land on the Drake and the Karthus as well. Cassio does get knocked out by the Nautilus ultimate. Zed is almost dead completely. The Zonias does come out from the Jinx, and that is Zed down. The fight is currently in favor of the Hideaways. However, the Karthus ultimate does come through and does massive damage. Oh my word! Nautilus with the double kill. Renekton does kill Set on the top side, and Vi is left to run for her life. Soul does go in favor of the burger menu, and I think this could just begin.
Yeah, they should be looking here to stop playing with the food, to end it out here. They've had a bit too much fun. They can win it here.
14-2 and 10 Karthus.
I mean, I have to say though, it's not all jungle diff hugely. That Vi has done some nice engages, just a little bit too late.
Vi just gets picked out, doesn't even get to finish channeling her Q.
As I say, nice engage. She's just giving them a bit more, you know, kills.
And, you know, again, pretty much completely controlled win coming out of the
as predicted, the 2-0 there does come out. Bergman, you do take that win over Hideaways Reloaded, and they will face that CE Cosmic in the semi-finals.
Yeah, and very well deserved as well.
100%. They were definitely the better team. They respect.
That Karthus damage though, 36k coming out of Karthus that game. I mean, that was disgusting. That Karthus.
That is horrendous.
Well,
yeah.
Actually, that is not just horrendous, but that actually gave me the wrong impression because Karthus hasn't been joining these late game fights until that last one at the Drake. So I was like cheering in chat for Hideaways to at least get one game, you know, because it looked so promising. Cassio and Jinx actually doing something. Then Karthus pressed R, and well, they lost the
Karthus was
game.
there spiritually. He was there spiritually. That's what he's there for. Just press R, win.
3 Cloud Drakes.
Yes.
He wasn't given
Well, I will mentally already
chance.
let you guys prepare for our interview. Since it's playoffs, that means we will have 2 people coming in. It's going to be Raka, the ADC, and Levin, our support from the blue side, winning this best of 2, as you said, in the quarterfinals. So I hope you guys have a pen and a notebook because you have to write some questions down for these boys in the bot lane. In the meantime, I will be closing the bet, if nobody already did that. Let me see. So the red side was winning, and we will be completing the bet. So congratulations to everybody betting on the red side. You have won your bet once again, and you are now a rich little Twitch viewer on our Connecting Esports team.
Rich little Twitch viewer, I like that.
Yes. Well, in the meantime, also, I want to point out that all our socials are down below in our Twitch chat panels, are also posted by the Streamlabs regularly in Twitch chat, so make sure to follow us anywhere, because this was just the quarterfinals, and if you enjoyed this stomp, you're going to enjoy the more heated games where it goes back and forth in the best of 3 coming up in the semifinals and the finals of this TG Platinum playoffs, and of course, in the future, also the TG Diamond League going live in between these games. So tomorrow is going to be the TG Diamond normal game in the group stage, and of course on Thursday as well, and then we will be back with you for the playoffs for the TG Diamond League next week. But yeah, this weekend and Friday, of course, all about Platinum playoffs and of course the finals. Now,
We also have the pool. We also have MVP pool as well.
yes, I was getting at this. Now, the poll for the MVP, we can do this. You guys can bet away real quick. Give me your bets for MVP, and then we will be turning our eyes to our interviewees who have already joined the waiting room. So let's not let them wait all too long. So, guys, do you have some questions for our beautiful bot lane here? Raka and Levin.
Oh, our bot lane's coming today. Okay.
Yeah, the bot lane from Burger Menu has indeed joined us, yeah. So let's welcome them into our dungeon of the Streamer Lounge. Welcome to both of you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello.
Thank you.
Let me just hear if both of you are up to volume, so Dutch, if you wouldn't mind speaking, I know you're scared.
Hello. Test.
Hello,
Test,
okay,
test.
she is speaking, welcome, and Levin, you're also a tiny bit not loud enough. There we go, now you can be heard on stream. Guys, I will be over to, I'll be going over to the interview screen, and now Twitch chat, if you have been paying attention, not only do I want you to vote on our poll, but also to ask us any questions, just to add Jason07 in the Twitch chat, and then your question, and I will be directing your Twitch chat question at the end of the interview towards the AD Carry, Navy Raka, and of course Levin from Burger Menu. But now, Corlux and Titchy, anything you have to ask those guys, feel free to do so.
Yeah, I mean, first off, well played.
Thank you.
Definitely solid in both games there from both of you.
Yeah.
What is interesting is you there, Levin.
Yeah.
What was them support? You did not let the enemy support breathe for 1 second. Can you tell me about how you prepared coming into this match?
Well, it was basically it was a lot of duo queuing with my ADC, of course, and we practiced a lot of bot lanes. One of which was the Senna Nautilus and the Senna Tom Kench. So we just prepared multiple bot lanes that could win lane if there wasn't a lot of jungle tension. And well, as you saw in the games, we won lane with it.
I mean, very interesting decision there to make the fasting center there with the Nautilus farming. Why was that?
Well, we played it in solo queue a bit, and we discovered that the enemy really underestimates the damage a Nautilus can deal and the healing from a Senna. So if the opponents don't really know how to play against it, you just kill them while they can't kill you. And yeah, that's with both Nautilus and Tom Kench. They deal quite a lot of damage because of their base damage, and with Cinderhawk it's a lot more damage as well. And they just are too tanky to kill without 3 items on the ADC.
I mean, for sure, definitely well prepared there in the bot lane. We see you guys practice that over and over again here. Carlos, you have a question?
I want to send some love because a lot of the time the carry in bot lane gets the attention. So I want to send some love to the support. Senna. Right.
Yeah, she has just left us. She just left me a note. She'll be right back. But yeah, she'll be right back in a second. But I will forward that message to her. No worries.
Okay.
If you have another
I do
question
have a
for
question.
maybe, go ahead.
I mean, he isn't here, but your jungler, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you actually smurf that game?
Well, he just got to play Karthus without having to worry about anything. We had prio lanes, so we could just set up vision in river and make sure that he could farm safely, and then he would just get fed enough to just press alt and win. I mean, he got like already some early Dark Harvest checks in fights and picked up 4 kills quite quickly, which meant that, well, we could always just go in and then ask for an ult and get even more kills, which really got the snowball rolling. That's basically how we won the game.
Okay. Well, maybe I'll direct your attention, Twitch chat here, to one important thing before we go on about this interview. It's going to be our poll being completed with, of course, the red side jungler being Sani on this card as the MVP of this game, and I would say pretty much of this series as well, even though Levin got the first MVP, so yeah, you can share that glory with your jungler. And then we will be also heading our attention to this beautiful Twitch chat who has been giving us some troll questions as always. Twitch has loves to banter. And yeah, so how good is this support? Is Wind Mimic here asking you, maybe you want to comment on this, Mr. Levin?
Yeah, well, it's always normally I am the support, but in these 2 games we had Senna as the support, which is really nice. You just as normal, you don't have to worry a lot about going in because Senna can heal you back up, and it's just really nice to have someone being able to play like that.
Okay, and then another question here also, maybe a bit about a background story here for Burger Menu's previous lineup. So the question is, Sani or Cohen?
Well, Kun is, of course, he's our main jungler, but he had an operation to his eyes, so he could not play.
Was that because he missed Smite in the previous match that I spectated in? Sorry, of course,
I'm
best
not
of wishes from Connecting
Well,
Esports on this side.
They both missed smites, of course.
Yeah.
Sani also missed a smite.
I mean,
but,
if that's your sub jungler, then I'd be very worried going into semis.
yeah, it's just if we that's also like a good shout out to our coach. If we get prio lane, like both our junglers love to play the Graves or the Karthus or Echo, just hard farming junglers. So if our coach gets us good lanes where we can win lane, then our junglers are free to carry. And then we just win the game.
Well, maybe you want to shout out your coach since he has not been mentioned on anything on the screen. So maybe just a quick shout out to your coach, and then we will be heading, of course, into the end screen. So yeah.
Oh no, we will one more thing after Jason.
Oh, okay, sure. So Livin, who is your coach? Let us know who is the mastermind.
It's Square Panties. It's the #1
Square Panties, there you go. There's the shout out you've been waiting for, my friend. I saw you in Twitch chat, and now it is completed, the Holy Trinity. The shout out, the flame, and of course, mentioning Cohen. But yeah, with that being said, Colax, one last thing before we head into our very much traditional end screen with, of course, a very good song. So I hope you guys have your craps ready.
What do you guys have to say to CE Cosmic going into the semi-finals after that game?
This will be good.
Good luck banning our 20 champions that we can win the game with.
Oh,
okay.
I think Cosmic do have to be worried there, though. I mean, Burger definitely looking strong in them games.
Okay, well, with that being said, for those who don't know what's going on, it's because one of our casters, actually 2 of our casters, are familiar with the Cosmic team, if not players. So yeah, if you didn't have your craps ready, it's been posted in Twitch chat, but now let me say thank you to Dutchy Picho, also known as Rekka, and of course Livin here for playing today and putting on a show, but of course also for coming on the interview, and congratulations once again on advancing to the semifinals. You'll be meeting CE Cosmic in the future. Yeah, hope to see you guys then again to perform on the Rift. With that said, best of luck for those games, and thank you for joining.
Thank you for having me.
Very welcome. Bye bye. Did we get a bye?
See you.
Okay, she is not going to talk at all. I am very sad. Come on, Dachu, just say bye. I can see you typing to me.
Oh,
Kralix, you have that, effect on people, making them go shy.
Yeah, true.
sorry,
It's all your fault, colleagues. But yeah, with that being said, you guys know the tradition. We'll be heading into our ending screen and also get our favorite song ready. But of course, before that, big shout out to Colax and Titchy for streaming and casting with us today. It has been a pleasure hearing you guys talk on our live stream here on twitch.tv/Connecting Esports. So thank you so much, boys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Always welcome. Hope to see you guys soon. And also best of luck to you guys whenever you will hit the Rift with your team.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And now, boys, you know which time it is. It's gonna be the one famous Crab Brave coming right at you. So get your crabs out, spam the chat, because Streamlabs want those combos.
Oh, yeah.
So once again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. We appreciate the support, all the new followers coming through, the 33 viewers, much appreciated. Everybody, crabs in the chat, hands in the air, crab it out for the Crab Brave, and CE says good night.